Welcome to the first episode of MV Edgewater. I'm Hayley and this is Michael, along with our first mate Tilly, our 5-year-old boat cat, and Captain Cruz, our 3-year-old border collie. We are two West Aussies who sold up everything to live full-time on a boat, and we are the proud new owners of MV Edgewater, a 1982 Bertram 70. This is where our journey started, as we leave our property in the Perth Hills for the last time. The next leg of the journey is boarding a 3.5-hour flight from Perth, Western Australia, to Melbourne, Victoria, to take delivery of Edgewater. When we arrived in Melbourne 3 hours later, the plan was to head to Sydney as soon as possible, although the weather didn't allow this, so instead we took the tender up the river for some sightseeing. These tourists were super excited to see a dog out on the boat. Smiles all around from everyone here. Melbourne is such a beautiful city. All the old architecture that line the rivers, all the bridges all along here have beautiful architecture, beautiful pictures and paintings. They're all very old, which I just love this old architecture from the old world. It was a lovely afternoon taking in all the beautiful sights and scenes from around the city.
Hey guys, so a little project on today. I'm down in the engine room. We've got the nice big B12 Detroit's sitting in here, and so we're having a little issue. Well, I've discovered a little issue of a bilge pump that just wants to run all the time. It's losing its prime. So this is like a little scavenger pump down here. The multi-valve on it, and the pickup is there, and it comes from over the other side down in there in the center of the keel. So when the shafts drip, because they're a drip seal, when they drip, water goes into there, and then it picks it up and obviously gets rid of it, tries to minimize the amount of water that's in the engine bay as much as possible. So this little pickup has been put on there in the that one just there, and I'm figuring at the moment it's probably mounted too high and it's running back. So what I'm going to do is take it off and excuse the light, take it off and just redirect it down a little bit lower and see if we can sort out why this thing stops priming. Okay. Alright, so I've got the little it's a water valve, I suppose, or a water lock in. It should hold water. It should hold water in there for it to prime up, but it's running back. So I'm figuring there's either a little bleed issue with the pump or something. So we're just gonna have a bit of a look and see what we can make up. So I'm going to make up like a little elbow to come out of here, come up, and like so. Then I'll do the same on the probably on the other side, although there is enough hose for it to come around and down a bit, and we'll see if we can get it to hold some water. I think the pump itself's back leaking, and then it's losing its pressure and then taking the water out of there, so that's got nothing to prime up with. So if we sink this down lower, technically that should hold a bit of hold a volume of water inside here in the chamber, and then from that we'll be able to be able to maintain some pressure, or priming, not pressure, priming. So I'm just going to use just some basic plastic fittings, reticulation fittings in 19mm, and we'll make up a little section that can go from one piece to the other. It's got some extra tubing, and obviously just hose clamps. Made it so that if I need to get it on and off, we can. So now I just got to go down and measure. Just go down and measure, see how far up I need it, and yeah, we'll cut it off and put some elbows on and see where it goes. Alright, so I've marked the tube where I want to cut it. I'm just using a pair of sharp tin snips. I've cut through that tube pretty easy, and just make another little piece here. So I'm going to stick this piece onto here. This is only a little suction pump, so it's not under like great strains of pressure or anything like that. So we'll just make everything so that I can access it. to take this down. I'll just install it, make sure it's sitting where I want it to sit, and then I'll come back and get you and show you where it is. Alright, so it's through over down in there. I've just primed the bottom bowl up with some water, and I've put the view cap on. So now I'll go up top and turn the main switch on, and we'll see if it starts doing what it's supposed to do. It's a small entryway down into the engine room. On this, like most of these older boats, are under stairwells, or little cupboards, or on the back of cupboards or something. Haven't even known some to be in like the back of a shower in the stateroom or something. Alright, so I just turn the bilges back on, and we'll go down now and we'll see if it's pumping. If not, I'll have to reprime it again. Doesn't look like there's any flow going through it. There's still there. It's that centre bilge line down in there that binds up one. Alright, I'll just go and have another little look. Hey guys, alright, so still continuing on with this little bilge pump drama. Like everything on a boat, it'll either take you a day or take you a week, one of the two. Now, sorry about the light. So that's the little scavenger pump that runs that rear bilge. It's not holding back pressure, so it's actually sucks up in through here and then pumps out here through out to the boat, and it should actually hold pressure in here, and then when it needs it, pick up water and suck it and pump it out. But it's losing pressure, so I'd say the little seal or O-rings are in there are gone. So what I've done is I've taken it out altogether, and I've just removed it at the moment, just completely bypassed it. So I've still got the pump over the sight glass over there, and I've just run some wires in, run some wires across, run this piece of clear tube in, and come down and through into there. And all I've done, if you can see down in there, is a little 500 GPH pump. I've just wired it in. It's hooked up through that float. Yeah, it is pretty messy and gringy down in there. It will need a clean out. You know, like it obviously hasn't, you know, this is where most of the excess runoff water from the outside vents and things comes into and comes down into this bottom bilge. But what I'm going to do is we'll get it all cleaned out. That'll be another episode. Remove all the gunk and algae and everything that's in there, and I'll get this little pump sorted so that this actually here will actually get to the point it will suck down dry, because I like it dry. I don't want any water to stay in here. So I'll have a complete dry bilge. So all I got to do now is finish tidying up, and then yeah, we'll look at pulling that little pump down and having a look inside it.
Thanks for watching episode 1. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see the full version, check us out on Patreon to stay up to date with everything. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube.